Hey YouTubers, let's talk about how to fix the ice maker on these Frigidaire galleries. They break way too much. It's just the design is poor. So, I've already gotten started here. I removed a couple of screws. There is a screw here. Let me just show you. This piece goes here. Well, there's a screw here and a screw in the bottom, and those are Phillips, so go ahead and get those out of the way. Then there's a couple, it's like one of these guys, 1/4 inch drive, here, 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 and then this little bucket comes down here. You also want to disconnect these wires. Okay, so now that you have this removed, you want to go ahead and disconnect this, just like that. So first thing you want to do is push up right here on this tab and pull that down. And that's the actual ice tray. Now, there's no water in here, but yours might, so be careful. I'm going to take this piece off. I left one nut right here, or one screw, so I'm going to go ahead and take that out. This last piece up in here, you just want to pull this towards you. And then there's a wire harness right there too. Okay. So you're ready to pull this out now. Wires out. Alright. There's nuts here, here, and then one on the back side here. Now there's probably going to be a lot of ice back there. I've already chipped a lot of mine off. Okay, so now take that piece off. And there's a little connector in here. Now you just want to squeeze the top and the bottom there, and you can pull that out. Now there's ice all over this thing, so there's ice down here in the motor, down here and here. I'm gonna go take all this ice out. All right, next step, as you can see, that coil in there is really iced up. So I've got a little hair dryer. I'm going to hit that for a few minutes. Okay, so once you've hit all this with the hair dryer, time to pull this down, and you want to take this harness out, and then just kind of pull out from the bottom and slide this down. Alright, now in here it's iced up, so you want to hit that with the hair dryer as well. It's filled with ice. So I'm going to put the hair dryer right in that hole for a few minutes. Now that you got that back on, basically you're just going to work backwards. Just slide that piece back on, clip this in, just start screwing everything back together. Alright, once you got that back on, and this screw back here is a real pain since there's no real room right there. Now it's time to put the this big thing back in. Okay, so once you get to this part where this piece is back up, next piece to go in is this. So, what you want to do is make sure that this wire harness goes over top of this. And there's a little latch in here that it hooks onto. And then there's 4 little bolts up in the ceiling that you kind of slide onto. Okay, so next is this little contraption. I'm going to try to keep my flashlight here. Okay, so here's the tricky part with this. This is the ice tray, and there's a little hole in the back there. Now, the tricky part is that this little manila piece has to slide into the ice tray, as well as up top here. So might take a couple tries to get it right. Okay, there you go. So that's all set up. You want to re-hook up these wire harnesses. And this hooks up right inside of here. Okay, there you have it all put together. Getting this back in one piece is not an easy task. The piece that slides onto the 4 prongs in the back, you got to make sure the harness is over top of that. It's an absolute nightmare. If you need any parts, look in the description below. There's links to some of the pieces you may need. And thanks for watching. Hit me with the thumbs up. Out of here.